everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is RicketyGames. I'm Sydney, and today we are back with Control. I've got my leather jacket on. We're ready to go fight some things out there, cleanse some, and then find this hotline to the director and the board. I'm ready to step into the altered plane. Yes, astral plane. The astral plane. We're going to ask some questions. We're going to find some answers and hopefully figure out what happened to our brother and whatever the hell happened to this station to be infiltrated by the hiss. Let's get right into it. I got questions.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Yes. I will get to that, but I have a lot of questions. First.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily.
Definitely. So what is this oldest house? It kind of reminds me of the Dark Place in Alan Wake, but a little bit more, I want to say like a little bit more controlled. But like, so basically it's a house and it's containing all of these things, but as she's saying, contains other worlds, alternate like planes maybe, but things seem to shift inside of it. So let's find out more.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This place.
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door. Okay.
Yeah, so she's talking to herself for this other entity that's in her mind. Since she refers to her brother in like the third person, like, you know Dylan, or this is what happened to Dylan, I'm inclined to maybe think that that's not who's in her head now. I think it's just her, but she treats it like another entity because of the things that it can do, and she doesn't maybe associate that with herself. We'll find out. But that makes sense. So it basically acts like a building of requirement. Should you want it, it will be there. If you don't need it, you won't find it. It is interesting, though, that they have the ability to control the walls of it so that nothing gets out of it. So they seem to know enough about the oldest house that they can manipulate it a bit. And that does seem to make a little bit of sense because of that pyramid thing that we saw last time. They had tools to keep it in place so that we can fast travel to and from, but also that can rearrange the room and make sure that it stays, well, the building that we know it to be, the Federal Bureau. All right, let's talk about Trench, the dead, not so dead man, our Schrodinger's Trench.
This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah.
Also, I don't know if she would be able to have it since they basically made it clear that only certain people can wield it and that it is now bound to us. That is interesting, though. Her use of echo, definitely not a coincidence. With Alan Wake 2, those echoes that we were seeing, first it was Alan in his writing, and it was like seeing echoes of the writing that was there, inspiration that was there, but we learned later that the echoes that he was seeing with Saga were actually her and him connecting in the astral plane, essentially, because he talks about how even through the dark place he could like astrally project himself, and that's how he wouldn't remember things, but he would be able to navigate the dark place even while writing his novel in the office. So when director Trench is echoing through to Jesse, it must be something like that. The way that Saga can connect with Alan is the same way that Trench can connect with Jesse.
Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
So basically, our gun and this pencil are both housing astral energy. Like they're both, so they both have power that connects them to the astral plane and like all of the weird shit going on. But an object of power can be bound to somebody and can be controlled and wielded. And so like an object of power, obviously the clicker for Alan Wake, this gun for Jesse. But an altered item is something that has that same power but can't be controlled and is thus basically dangerous. Volatile is what she said. So that's what I'm getting in English anyway. The Hedron resonance amplifiers, I think, is what they're wearing. Those like vest things.
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
So maybe he knew this was coming, and she did mention that, I think, last time as well. All right, that's all of
Thanks,
my questions.
Emily. I'm sure I'll have
now.
more questions soon.
Exactly.
Just let me know.
Will do. For now, we're done. So we gotta go find this telephone, and this map. Okay, so there are a lot of things around. And we can always basically teleport back here. Very interesting. So for now, let's explore. So we can go upstairs over here. Why not, shall we? So these things house stuff for me to find. I think they basically go towards my gun and personal stuff to like upgrade things. Just fun stuff for me to find. It's interesting that I see like this, whatever this is, in us, this power or this entity. Ooh, hello. It opens so sweetly for me. And as we kind of figured out last time, like, there's not really a lot to go searching for. If it's available to find, it'll show a little interact button. So I don't have to go running to every desk, which is nice to make sure that we don't miss anything. Although I am curious about this picture. So official. Very interesting. Nothing to find in this room. Little suspicious. But we can't find everything in every room. Alrighty. Ooh. Instantly shifted bathroom complaint. Uh-oh. Oh, this is what we have to do. But this, what did we just pick up? Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has now been missing for weeks. I worked my ass off in Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least figure out where it went. Whoops. Yeah, that would be a problem if you're building shifts and it just, yep, goodbye. What happens if it shifts and like you're in your office? You just leave and then one day you're not where you were? Oh man, trying to find like an exit to this place must be hell on a bad day. Could you imagine working like some long shift and you just want to leave and the door is different and you're just like, ugh, now I have to find my way out of the building to go home? That sounds like a nightmare. Okay, we did this last time too and nothing happened. So, okay. Don't read confidential correspondence. It's not just rude, it's illegal. Can't find your office? Watch your step. Oh no, this is what we were just talking about it. Let's work hard. His life is in your hands. Depends on you, something something. Delays caused by house shifts do not count towards overtime. Damn, it must be hell regulating this place. Like, clocking in and out, HR, this shit must be hell. Technological restrictions? Examination of paranatural topics. Technological limitations of the oldest house. Summary. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural for the oldest house to them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for the to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. Damn. Refer to file 4-19-1935 for full report. Dr. Casper Darling. Very interesting. So that's the reason for no correspondence as far as like pagers or cell phones or smartwatches or anything like that. I don't have a clearance level, but I'm collecting materials for it, it seems. Very interesting, very interesting. I don't know what that is. So that explains why the radio is very prevalent across some places that we found, but they don't play anything yet. Director's office. I hear something. Whoa. A lot of things. So we need to get to the communications department. But I'm also just trying to explore, because there's a lot of things around. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, it's the chanting. Oh, good. Because they're hanging out and floating. Oh boy. Let's hope Kieran is not one of these folks. Okay, so we're turning on all the radios. They're not playing anything. I wonder if we turn on all of the radios if it does something, like if they all connect and suddenly transmit something or something like that. Very creepy. Let's go back towards the director's office. Just for giggles. Ooh, some stuff. A lot of these guys around here. Taking it apart. Shatter projectile choke? Whoa. What? Ooh. So I actually got something for it. Projectile speed, -7%. Shatters. Exclusive to Shatter. Deconstruct? What did I do? Did I just tear it apart? Uh-oh. I should not have done that. Well, I did it anyway. We got more stuff. We got more of those little bead things that we're collecting. Oh. Energy boost. Okay, I see. I see. So I can deconstruct it to get more of those blue things that we're collecting, or those mod things that we're collecting, which is what I just did for the shatter thing. Whoops. Or I can assign it something. Although it looked like I couldn't assign it to my gun for a second, but it required something else. But that's fine. We're collecting things. We're learning. Okay, energy boost, health recovery per element pickup. Element, I guess, is what we deconstructed into. Let's definitely do one. Okay. Interesting. Whoops. C'est la vie. I'm sure we'll find more things. So where am I? Just hanging out. Okay. Off we go then. Okay, and then we're back here. Alright. There seems to be something in here. What? His body's gone. Oh, that's not good. But do you see this on the map here? It looks like we can go through his office to something, but I don't see how. Huh. Anything fancy? Weird. I guess not. So are these the elements that I pick up, or is this just random? Nope, just random. Interesting. Hey, that's different. So this place is reacting to me slowly but surely. Executive affairs. Alrighty, I think I've explored the upstairs probably enough. I don't see any more stuff. So let's check out... Okay, communications department is where we need to go. And this is where our shiny para-utilitarian sense is telling us to go. Real quick though, what's down here, if anything? Nothing! Interesting. Alrighty, here we go. Ooh.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
What welcome message? This lovely... What the heck? So cheery. Yeah. Uh-oh. Whoa. The fact that they can shoot through stuff is pretty cool. like through the windows, through the walls. Like that's a very cool, like realistic element that they've added. What was that? Hello? We're getting twitchy. Uh-oh. Sounds cheery. Travel costs. Summary. Week 83 report. Visited the following Nevada accommodations: Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, In and Out, Aztec Court, Sleep E Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, and El Gato Blanco Inn A+ Lodge. Expenditures: accommodation $831.29, meals $714.84, gasoline $295.12, the minibar $313.61. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state. Ooh, Ocean View. But hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent L. Hines. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify places of power. Drinking those little rituals, drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. That's great. Interesting. So what is this horrendous message coming through? Ooh, it's over there. That's creepy. Looking good. Ooh. Ooh. Well, that's not good. Nostalgia department. I don't know if we want to go down there, man. That doesn't look good. Nostalgia's looking a little rough. I was gonna say, did someone just try to shoot me? Bye. Can I crouch at all? Ooh. That's a no, I don't think so. Bye. Hiss barrier. So many things that pop up. Okay. Field research on Hiss entity, Hiss barrier, confidential. The Hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. The Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them. 1. Destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. 2. Destroy the Hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of Hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to file for full report. By me. Compiled by Emily Pope. By order of me. Interesting. So, oh, did that get rid of the thing up there? Havana summary? We're collecting things, guys. Case files, Havana summary. AWE-48. An auditory event occurred at the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. Deaths were recorded and the outgoing information has been managed. Event response. Bureau agents arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the AWE event, which was reported to have been... Staff experienced sudden intense vibrations and noise and accompanied by intense pressure in the ears. This lasted for minutes, but no visual phenomena was witnessed. The scene was cordoned off and the embassy staff were transported to the continental U.S. after Formula One 9 or I-9, I think it's I-9, was recited in the vicinity. A single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as an altered item. This item was contained and brought to the Bureau for examination. See case file A-I or A185. I think maybe it might be a 1 after all. A185 and Formula 1-9. Interesting. 1.9. So an altered item cannot be bound but is volatile. No, open it! That was rude. Oh, whoa! What the heck? Can we get rid of these things? Is it worth it? Ooh. Oh, not worth it. Murdered. It took a bunch of elements from me too. Because I died. Interesting. What does it mean? Okay, something weird, but I can't do anything about it. I'm gonna leave and not die for a third time. I thought maybe there was something that we could do with our power, but it doesn't seem so. Oh, for once, something in the bathroom. Unstable area notice. Oh no, not in the bathroom. Oh no, where is it? This. Please be aware, due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Reference chart. Green, stable, low possibility of unanticipated building shifts. Orange, high likelihood of unanticipated building shifts. Red, frequent and anticipated building shifts. Uh-oh. So you're on notice. This bathroom might not be there when you come back. But there's a low chance of that, but a chance nonetheless. That would be so unnerving to work in something like this and then just be like, nope, goodbye. Don't leave your stuff anywhere. That's all I can say. Don't, like, leave, like, your wallet or your, well, they don't have phones, but don't leave anything that you care about somewhere because you might not be able to find the room when you go back to it. Oh, that's where we need to go. Okay, hang on then. Hold the phone. What's this creepy shit upstairs then? Damn, she's so zippy. So what's going on over here? Whoa!
Yes, it's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. I'm with you on that.
Okay, don't go down that way then. To the place we need to go pronto. Oh, it's this way, right? Yeah. Alrighty. Looks so cheery. Dead letters. Uh-oh, what does that mean? Machine God? What? I had a dream, and I built the thing I saw in my dream. A machine that will contain God. But not the God you know, or ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator, and the coils from my toaster, and the fans, plus the timing belt for my car's engine, and wheels for my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. Interesting. And there's no markings on it. It's just a note. Anything over here? It's super dark. That's a no. This looks, cheery. Man, it's dark. It's dark. Whoa. Singing fish? I just got this. Okay, I'm not gonna just... Exclusive to shatter. Shatter recoil efficiency. See, I couldn't equip the other one either. I could only deconstruct it. Okay, we're gonna leave it alone. We're just gonna hold on to it because it looks like we need something for it. Mr. Governor, I called the police, but they never came to my house. I got a problem, and you gotta send folk to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fish on the walls. It's not a real fish. It sings when you hit a button. But it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil's songs. It says a lot of cuss words. The devil got in my house because of the fish, and you gotta come handle it. My wife is real upset. Can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. This seems like in the same type as the other thing we read about the dream and God. So maybe the same person. So electronics are manipulated. Dead letter approval. Federal Bureau of Control. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters come to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is a perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connections to AWEs and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Bartwell. Interesting. So that's kind of interestingly smart, to collect things that can't be delivered. So like maybe the places that they were delivered to are gone now, or maybe the individuals are. Either way, it kind of implies that... Uh-oh, who's coming for me? What is that? Oh, I thought it was like a thing, aura. Bye, bitch. I thought his aura was a thing. I see you. Where are y'all? Hello? Bye! I think that's everybody so far. I thought it was like aura essence. I only saw that and I was like, what was that? But he was protected by the hiss. So what is this hiss? Something bad. It's definitely a big, like, presence, but I wonder why she calls it the hiss. Like, it didn't sound that hissy to me. I don't know. Very interesting terms. So we need to find some sort of clearance or otherwise unlock stuff. These are locked. Maybe if I rid the hiss of this room, they will unlock. Because they don't have clearance things, so it's not a clearance issue. It's just merely locked. Uh-oh. Oh, we can teleport here. The way that they, like, their head is, like, kind of cockeyed is really creepy. You can definitely tell there's something wrong with them. Alright, clear the hiss. Cleanse. So we can fast travel from here. I love the way this shifts. Like the way that the whole building like reconstructs itself. Like that's so cool. Navigate through the communications department. Hell yeah. So here is cool. So we can go straight back But this is still locked. Okay. Are the ones down there still locked? No, they're not. Hell yeah. I had a sneaky suspicion. Give me things. I need to know. Book club Penny? Hello, avid readers. The Bureau Book Bunch will convene at the usual spot in the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get the reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading, Penny Bartwell. Okay. Very cool, Penny. Thank you. Keep a lookout for the book. Oh. TV.
Stepping to the FBC, there's lots to do, there's lots to read, but you don't touch and don't see much. Let's join the Thresher Kids. Let's join the Thresher Kids.
Hey, Meg! What's wrong?
My mom's dead.
I'm so sorry, Meg. What happened?
I don't know. He blacked it out.
It's like the director says. Confidential and children both start with C.
The director's a puppet. A dirty, rotten, fart person.
Dad says my mama went missing in action. She walked into the city and didn't come back. I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her.
I'll help you look, Telfer. We'll find your mama together.
I'm gonna have nightmares for days now. That was unsettling to say the least. What? Maybe that's the show they're talking about and not Night Springs? But I feel like Night Springs is still it because that doesn't seem anthological. That is to say, it seems like there's a storyline. What did we just watch? But the phrasings that they were talking about it, she says, they blacked it out in my mind. Maybe that's something that they tried to do to Jesse after her brother's disappearance. That was... I don't know what to make of that. Creepy. Missing in action. The city. To whom it may concern, I am being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They keep appearing as spirit guides giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that. I have great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you'd like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. Okay, so people are being... Damn, I almost took out this whole desk. Did you see that? So people are being contacted by the dead. People are being... disappeared. Huh. This is so trippy, honestly. So that's where we need to go. Communications. Oh my god, not another one, please. Okay. Introduction?
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
This is so funny. Oops. We're launching pencils, we're launching cups. Man, shit is real over here at the Federal Bureau of Control. How do they deal?
Communications.
That's
We're
where
on
we
the right
need
track.
to go. Give us 1 second, Jesse, to figure out what the hell is over here. Wait. You hear that singing? Is that Ati? Is he around? I would love. What does it say? Central Executive? Is that where we were before? Oh boy. So he's got a little shield around him. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, there's still somebody who's hanging out. Buddy. Buddy. Friend. How about no? Whoa. Okay. 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 Oh, sir. Drop dead. Oh, there's a couple of you now. What the fuck? Is there any way I can heal? Is that a thing? I'm back, bitches. Where you at? Bye. They said move. I'm moving. Alright, there's... Aha, I see you. Okay, I didn't hit... No! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where'd you come from? Bye. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Damn, they are coming for me! Gotta move. Where are you? They're all upstairs. Why don't you come hang out down here? Whoa. Got one. So their shield regenerates. Bye. Okay, so their shield regenerates if you don't destroy it entirely. So that's good to know. Damn, I am... That's... Okay, I'm back here then. Ooh, alright. Yeah, I was already in here. Yep. Okay, so I filled out the loop. The loop did loop. Yeah, okay. Good to know. Did you see this thing up here, by the way? I think I saw it here. It looked like there was like an interactive thing up here. Or something. Am I crazy? I think I'm crazy. I thought I saw something like up there in that plant thing. Yeah, see? Right there. There's a thing up there. How the heck? Oh ho ho, hey yeah. Boom baby. I saw that. Hell yeah, check me out in the plants. Is that a thing? Nope. Okie dokie. Let's get back to where we were before we were so rudely interrupted. Found this. Undefined reading? Oh, we got a lot of things. Energy boost, health recovery, energy boost. Health recovery per elemental pickup. Okay. So right now I only have one slot to add. Weapon, armor, damage. And I can equip this one. Hell yeah, let's do it. Alright. So let's get back to where we were. Nothing fancy in here. Oh, what the heck? Are you okay, buddy? You just got dinged with batteries. What the hell?
An object of power. Looks like the
Whoa.
hiss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Okay, we're going in. Crouch. Oh, thank goodness. Oh boy. Yup, that's good. I guess we need to get close to it, eh? So many things for me. Thank you, I will take it. Woo! Or I can just run like a maniac. Woo! Alright, nothing over here. On we go! Wait, oh no, not that. We already tried. We need clearance, level 1! Going up. Anything over here? Doesn't look like it. Please don't kill me. Ah. Woo, woo, potato sacks. Goodbye, cruel world. It's coming for me. So what is it? Oh, it's the floppy disk. Nuke. Launch telekinesis?
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Whoa. Grab. Highlight. Oh, fuck yeah, that's cool. What? Wow. What the heck? She's not a fan of the board. But we're getting these snazzy powers. Thingamajig. Into the whole slot score to advance. Oh. There you go. Whoa. I love it. It's like thingamajig. Whatever you want to call it. Should I take those with me? Look at me causing destruction and mayhem. This is cool. So what the heck is all this place? Uh-oh. Bye! The copies. Thanks. Enjoy! Bye! Oh, I gotta wait for it to reload. Bye! Hiss noises burrowing into our astral plane secret base. You must stop them, mute them, Director. Uh-oh. That seems less than good. What is that? Hello? Is now bound delivered. And we have telekinesis now? Antagonist.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
Oh boy, shit's getting real. Seems less than effective. Bye. Where is he? Sir? Where you at? I got a potato sack with your name on it. Bye! Ooh, I caused a lot of mayhem. Look, it's just absolute destruction. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, is that everything over here, I think? Alright. Well, I cause absolute chaos and destruction now. If you thought I was horrible before, just look at the things I can do now. If you guys are worried about budgets... Oh, that exploded. Oh, yep. You guys are gonna have a lot of expenses. There'll be like, our new director, she's an issue. So I doubt I can get through the doors and stuff. But these things seem mighty useful. Alrighty. Well, we gotta keep on keeping on through the communications department. Is there anything else real quick? Ooh. I love that. That's so fun. The things I can do, you guys. This is not good because I'm just gonna be horrible now. Bye. What did you need? Wah!
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Okay. Let's find the mailroom, shall we? What is that? Sounds awful. A lot of potato sacks around for me to take out. Damn, that is a creepy noise. Alright, so that's the way I need to go. Just to check. Okay. I see you, game. These poor people just hanging around, levitating. Woo, so fancy. Oh, I shredded her. So sorry. I just wanted to see what happens. I didn't mean that one. That's on me. So sorry. Alright, to the mailroom. Wreaking havoc, shredding people, throwing potato sacks. Is that the mailroom with the giant pool of blood? Oh, good. What is that noise? Destroying the bathrooms. Just darkness. Oh. Interesting. Whoa. Okay. Are you okay? Do you have control clearance 1?
This must open the door.
Hell yeah. That's mine now. Sweet. Any weird do things in here? No? Good. Turning on the radios for some reason. Let's shatter recoil efficiency. Huh. Lovely things. Ooh. It's very unsettling seeing them all just floating around the place.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years.
Okay.
Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy,
Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below them. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course.
Of course.
No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
there you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange. Something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do.
Hell yeah.
America Overnight, we'll be right back.
Nice. I like that. That's cool. America Overnight. Whoa. Buddy. Whoa. Whoa there. Where'd you come from? Rude. I was jamming to the Ghost podcast thing. The Ghost podcast. I can't talk suddenly, but you know what? Who needs to talk? Not me. Alright, well, hell yeah. So this is still locked. We found the things. Let's go up one more level, but it looks like a lot of things are just locked straight up. Oh. It opens. Ooh, what is that stuff? That's what killed us last time. Hiss and demolition expert. Field research hiss corrupted demolition expert. The Bureau only allows certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile materials and weaponry. Our demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives and dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. Hiss demolition experts are the only observed hiss variations to wield specially built rocket-propelled grenades that is designed to identify and track entities once fired, making them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that the hiss restrict usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who trained specifically for its use. What does this tell us about its behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupted entities? Still too many unknowns. Refer to file for full report. Interesting. So these are the types of enemies that we're seeing. Rangers are the Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary forces. Their hiss-corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found during AWE response or threshold exploration, including submachine guns, assault rifles, and automatic shotguns. Hiss Rangers utilize these weapons as well as the advanced tactics taught by the Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. Hiss Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities beyond some being protected by a shielding of defense of dense hiss resonance capable of stopping bullets. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. Hiss Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities beyond some being protected by a shielding of dense hiss resonance capable of stopping bullets. Consider the advanced training the Hiss Rangers are capable of applying to their situation. Is it feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree, or is the Hiss able to tap into this combat training and utilize it? Further observation is required. Very interesting. So the floppy disk, this gave us the telekinetic ability. Contained in a cell with no other loose material, 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes to telekinetically lift material. Interesting. Okay. Pay attention, Alberto. This is the last time I'm explaining this. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered by events that lock one or all of the sectors by restricting the use of the sector elevator, effectively locking staff in their sector until the emergency is handled. They can only be lifted via the directorial override in maintenance, once the director is satisfied that the situation is under control. External lockdowns are a bigger deal. Nothing in or out of the whole building. It's only triggered by a code red containment breach based on some complicated system and that security and research slapped together. It can only be lifted once A, the threat has been neutralized, or B, a high clearance individual gives the system the all clear. This process is not the same as directorial override, so stop saying so in documentation. I know it's confusing as hell. I've told Darling 100 times to change it, but they're adamant that it stays the way it is. Honestly, I don't even think they know how to change it at this point. Let's just make sure our staff understand how this mess all works, okay? Marshall. Well, you said it, buddy. So what is this stuff? Oh, that did nothing. This seems not good for me to do. Woo boy. So, don't do that. But there's a thing. Oh, no, I'm gonna die. Sadness. Whatever it is, I want it. I think it's another one of those things. They give me more things. Did we go in here yet? No. Whoa, what? Woo! Does this do anything for my health? Or am I just toast? Nope, I'm just toast. Whoa! Toast. Toast. Was a big guy. This guy right here. Woo-hoo. Nice. Throwing shit helps a lot because it like completely like throws them off if it doesn't entirely kill them. Very useful. What's memory? So I'm getting a lot of things. What is this? Launch efficiency. Ah, okay. Gonna have to upgrade ourselves somehow. Some way. Alright. Security systems evaluation confirmed data breach. Last month, our on-site server experienced an intrusion by unauthorized users. After a thorough investigation, it was confirmed that the users only accessed a video file which contained portions of various Dr. Darling presentations. Investigators were able to track these users through their IP addresses. The following are confirmed identities of these users: Patrick Strugens, Ruben Nogueira, Arto Kolumaki, Christopher Mills Bowling, Yako. Yako? Is that our Yako? The dead one? Rest in peace? These individuals are in breach of Bureau Code 91 and have been placed under surveillance by our external investigation team. Further action is pending. Oh, we're starting to see some things. I have not found the room I was talking about in the last episode. I was like, there's a particular room and it had some paper about Alan Wake. It was like a big desk and you're like all the way in the back corner. And there's something about Bright Falls or something. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I will literally be like, oh my god, that's it. We'll still find it. We haven't found it yet, though. Alright, so let's actually get to the mailroom where we need to be. Although there is all this shit. No, yeah, it's the mailroom. It looked different for a second. Here we go. And we can now explore all of those other rooms now that we couldn't get into before. Well, this looks chill. What are you?
They can fly now. Great.
Tommasi? What? Oh boy. Yikes. What the hell? Got him. No? That doesn't seem to be doing shit. Whoa! Hey! Who are you? And how do I heal? I'm toast, man. Uh-oh. This is not good. Do I automatically re-heal anything or no? So I'm thinking that's a no. We can read this collectible in the meantime. Tea time. Hey, Malcolm. Yes. Hey, Malcolm. Yes, tea time is at 7. I'll see you on the course at Sunday morning. By the way, have you heard about this Tennyson report? Apparently there's a bunch of copies drifting around the office. Trench is looking to get his hands on any information about who wrote it. You wouldn't happen to have heard anything about that, would you? See you Sunday. Jim. Jim, I need help. I'm being hunted. How do I heal? Is there really no healing thing? I'm just gonna drop dead, man. Please. Please no. So what are you? And how do I kill you? These bullets don't seem to do much. Oh, that was me. Damn, I just killed myself. He looks like one of those guys from Mad Max that spray the silver on them. Whoa. Where's his little friend? He's trying to shoot me. Whoa there. I think I got him. Bye! I definitely seem safer. Oh boy. Ouch. Never mind. I was gonna say safer down here, but that's a no. Oh! Okay, there's some health. Okay, the blue things are health. What is that? Oh, it's a lamp. Tearing the place up. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, damn it. I was close. Toast, toast, toast. Ah, toast. Killing these guys, like, I have to kill them, like, at the edges, because it's the only way I can get the health. Going upstairs is just, like, murder. Like, because he hits you twice, you're dead. Alright, I got a strategy this time. I got a strategy now. Okay, where are you, fucker? Okay. Not a good idea. running the perimeter and killing these guys on the edges. That's the way to do it. Oh boy. Because then I can get health as I run for my life. So close. We're doing much better. We're doing much better. Just run in a big square. We're so close. Come on. Where's he at? None of that. Woo! Got it. Ugh. Okay.
I have a feeling he'll be back.
Yeah, for real. Ooh,
Let's stay
man.
focused.
That took
The
a minute.
hotline should be past the mailroom.
She's still focused. Alright, that took a minute. So these blue things are health, obviously, now. But yeah, that took a bit of strategy. So basically what I had to try and do, to summarize what I did, was basically run the perimeter of this room. If you go upstairs, it's not worth it. There's no cover. So you have enough cover under here. So basically run the periphery of the room, and then when the little guys come, try to kill them as close to the perimeter as possible, so that when you run around these little blue element things, you can just collect them so you don't just drop dead constantly like I was doing. And then shoot him for the most part. I threw a bunch of stuff at him, but I think I mostly threw stuff at the little guys because that was just way easier to do. And they go down faster with that than a bunch of bullets, and saving the bullets basically for Tommasi. But yeah, what in the Valhalla creepy dude Mad Max man is that? Like, holy shit. Holy smokes. So I'm assuming I have to go through the doors that he came through, maybe? Can I open? Aha, okay, so this is where we were. Yeah. So that's interesting. What's happening over here? Something weird? Alright, let's go back in and see if there was any documents that were missing in this room. And then keep on keeping on. So we found one in the bottom, but I don't know if there's anything up top here. Doesn't look like it so far. It's probably likely just a battleground. Although they did have that one in the bottom, which is kind of funny. Just taking the destruction in, you know? Just hanging out. Yep. Okay, that looks like nada. Alright, let's go see what's through these doors. He was, guarding so well. Ooh. Hotline chamber. Boot summary? Or Butte? Butte summary AWE-17. Event summary: a spat of disappearances was traced to a home in the city of Butte, where the Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Light switch cord? Because the light switch was severed from Thomas Zane's lamp, but I don't know if it's talking about this. Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity located... No, this for sure is it. Local celebrity located at... which had been connected to a total of disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching a closet, an agent pulled an old light switch cord and disappeared from view. Uh-oh. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Can you imagine being that guy? Like, one guy disappears, and you're like, you, do it again. See what happens if you disappear too. Oh. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in Butte's home closet disappeared during this incident. Okay, so that's interesting. Does this tell us about this guy? Field research on Hiss entity elevated agent. Hiss elevated agents display abilities similar to telekinetic competencies observed in the Bureau para-utilitarians. Some prefer to charge their targets, while others launch objects at them. Telekinetic attacks have been ineffective against Hiss elevated due to their own talent in the area. They do not use any weaponry except their own paranatural capabilities. Okay, we were seeing a bit of that because I threw stuff at that guy and he just dodged it. Some Hiss elevated have been levitating while strapped into chairs. This is likely a result of individuals being corrupted while undergoing cognitive recording in parapsychology. How are they able to use paranatural abilities? Is it possible that these individuals were bound to objects of power prior to corruption? It's also worth considering that the Hiss resonance can identify and express latent paranatural ability in individuals it corrupts. Interesting. And this was just the stuff we found. Okay.
Alberto Tommasi, head of comms.
Oh, is that the guy? Tommasi's ID. Oh, yep. Well, buddy, you got
The Hiss got him.
fucked up.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an altered item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
Whoops. Or as Dr. Darling said, oops. Hotline
The
chamber.
hotline can't be far now.
Hotline bling. You can't call me on my cell phone because I don't have one, because the Hiss can eat them, or whatever it does to electronics. Ooh. I'm trying to see if we recognize any of these things, but not so far. Any of the paintings. Well, that looks inviting. Oh. Director Trench, Bill Everett, Trench, Everett, Trench, Everett, Trench, Everett. Carol Bishop. No Ati, though. Whoa, how official. Hello?
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. Door marked with the black pyramid.
Ooh. So that's definitely connected to... So the light switch cord, it is Thomas Zane's light switch cord. Because they said local celebrity. They blocked out the place, but we know Bright Falls. Because we know that the cord itself was severed. Because in Alan Wake 2, they talk about how the light switch, like the end of it is like severed. So that's very interesting. The Ocean View Motel Casino. Whoops. I meant to point at this. Motel and casino entry point. Catalyst light switch. 3. The law of 3 applies. Agent must orient and anchor the motel to their personal frequency. For the director use only. Fatal psychic trauma. Uh-oh. So 3s? Do I have to do it 3 times?
Whoa. Have we been here before? No.
Whoa. But this is
I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road. on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
They said the black triangle. Nope, can't get in. The spiral door, though, is here. What? This is not the Ocean View Hotel. It's the motel. So, maybe a sister version of the one that Alan finds where Thomas Zane is? Hello?
Hello? Anyone here?
Nope. New York. Ooh. There's no way we can leave. It almost, the layout of this kind of gives me the like hospital hallway vibes of Evil Within. Like the nurse standing there and then like the hallway that goes that way. I don't know why, but it just like reminded me of that for some reason. Has not the same aesthetic in the slightest, but just the layout of the room, I suppose. 223? Is 665 anywhere? Yeah. Casino. Okay. 227. How interesting. Okay, so none of these doors are open, but they said in threes, so maybe 1, 2, 3. Oh, did a door open? It did. No radio I can play with? Okay. Maybe a third time's the charm? What the heck? Oh. Keys.
The key has a black pyramid on it.
Yeah, it does, because that's the door we need, man. For giggles, should I... Oh, it does. It opens the other doors. They're all the same room, though. Okay, so it only does the right side. Interesting. Let's go to the Black Pyramid room. I'm listening, former director, sir. Oh. It's me. With the bridge. 3 times. 3rd time. Pick up the hotline. Hell yeah. This is cool. Damn. What a room. You guys ready? Whoa. Back here again. The board really likes this astral plane. If I just fall into nothingness and die, they're like, man, she's not a good director. Allow you to contact extra-dimensional entities. What the heck? That seems not effective. Nope. Okay. Whoa! Whoa! Bad idea. So what is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. That's a no. Alright, I don't think I can kill it. I think I just gotta go around it. Alright, you do that, buddy. That's a no can do. Okay. We're just gonna go in a big circle. Yup. You come that way, sir. Fuzzy thing. Rocks. Oh, there's the telephone. All the way at the end over there. I think we're out of Rock Pac-Man's way. Did we make it? A hotline will allow you to dialed past selves. Compulsive weekly calls. That's hilarious.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tommasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
Whoa. Isn't that the guy that voices Casey? Uh-oh.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him.
Whoa
He
there.
feels more like an echo. An echo with important info.
Very much.
I need to get back to Emily.
Okie dokie. We can teleport back
People
there.
react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Seems like she should help. This is kind of like their area of expertise, you know? You can so hear Alan's voice in Dr. Darling's when he kind of hits that like lower tones. I think that was the voice of Casey as well. I'm forgetting the name of the actor that does it, but it's amazing. Okay. Hotline OOP3-UE. Containment procedure. Object should be inaccessible for use except to the director. Description / para-utility. The object is a 1960s era red bakelite telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs. The object allows the director to communicate with the... If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal... Uh-oh. I think they said psychic damage. Like your brain will fry or something. Ruh-roh. See Dr. Darling, presentation 11.6 for more information. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. But now us, right? I think. Background. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, including... but its origins remain unknown. Interesting. Okay, you can pick up the seats. Ah! You don't need any seats. Take that. Brutal. Okay, so that's where we came from. Where does this lead? We couldn't get in here before, I don't think. It was locked. So does this return us back to like that office area? Oh, it does. Yeah, this is his office. Yeah, because it opened. Because I saw it on the map that it like connected, but I couldn't get here before. Hell yeah. Okay, to all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. You're gonna exceed a lot more with my destroying the place. So as long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Regards, Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. Oh, and now I can call. Unread. All of them, really.
It took us a long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house. Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me. I couldn't manage it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive. We'd be sealed inside an endless labyrinth. No one would hear our screams. If an enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, it'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown fire. They are the weak point. Darling's right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously wrong. Has he been compromised?
Whoa. If he has, it would make sense. Well, no, it would make sense that he would know. Well, it would make sense that he would know about, like, the attack on the Bureau, but it wouldn't make sense if he was corrupted why he would protect certain people.
I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing. Ringing so loud I can't hear the voice I'm straining to understand. Why don't I pick up? It's a secure line of communication with the board. They would tell me what I need to know.
Would they?
Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst. A conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I'm under attack. An attack of dementia, exhaustion. It's a brain cloud making me forget. The hotline. I must reach the hotline.
Maybe that's the hiss getting inside him the way it got inside Casey and sort of ate him alive. Very interesting. Can we trust the board? Like, who are they? We don't know who they are. Trench seems to trust them a lot, but like we haven't heard or we don't know anything about them really. And they just kind of, we hear like overhear like conversations-ish about like what each object like kind of is, like what it really is instead of just what it appears to be. But so we've heard management team.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me.
What about the hotel?
I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid.
We found
the rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there,
Interesting.
even the board. Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself.
Do you want to stay there, though?
I guess that's where the whiskey comes in.
Ati can open the spiral door, as far as we can tell, because he did it in Alan Wake 2. Like, he was able to open that spiral door for Alan to get to that office to write.
Something's coming. The whispers growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history. A retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau, everything I've built. Destroy me. A web spun, turning this place against me. I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye. It's just out of reach. Elusive. It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts. Dimming my eyes. It's hard to tell. I need answers. I haven't heard back from Darling. I fear for my friend, my closest ally. I think we made a terrible mistake all those years ago. That thing he studies is putting us all in danger. It's my duty as director to keep the Bureau safe. It'll be difficult. What's done can't be undone. There's no easy fix. Magical thinking is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory. To change things, you have to break yourself. I don't know if I have the strength. I'm old and weak. I'm afraid. I can see my hands trembling. I'm losing control.
So I wonder if the hiss or whatever it is got inside of him, and that's why he pulled the trigger to himself, and appeared to commit suicide, but I don't think he really did. Like, he's obviously talking to us either as a past self or an astrally projected self somewhere in the other astral plane. I also thought for a second that the Ocean View Motel might have been like a mind palace situation, but he said that all of the directors can access it, and that the board can access it, but only if you can reach the Black Pyramid door. That's very interesting. And that there's, like, obviously something bad that's coming for them. And he's losing control. Control is like a perfect name for this game, because damn, there are a lot of meetings to control here. Independence. Game. Getting meta. Sam, like, loves his meta-ness. Okay, I think that's everything. We found the things. We'll go find Dr. Is she a doctor? We'll go find Emily Pope. I think she's upstairs. This way. Here's the boardroom. But yeah, it's like interesting. Like, I bet it's a really interesting perspective to like know what we know now.
Did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry, you made it.
Yes, we're here.
Emily? Let's talk.
Of course.
But first, let's read. Analysis of Hiss Threat Part 1 Confidential. Initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, alter items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing a wearable HRA devices, wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks, was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so contrast to that of the other hiss that I have dismissed that theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms of the hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the hiss for work to be done. Interesting. So that's her report of what's going on. Alright, let's talk, ma'am.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible.
Yay.
What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tommasi, but he's gone. His gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
Of course.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you.
Or you could get some answers.
But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Yep. Also, I'm sure the more you help Hope, the more she'll help us, right? Reach and access more stuff that we need to get. Is she gonna try and call her brother? Auntie! This music feels very Twin Peaks. Feels very ominous. Okay. Well, that's definitely mission 2 complete. Alright, and we're back here. Alright, this is our like home base room. I'm liking it. We got our little table, we're hanging out, we got Emily Pope doing some research and finding some answers. Okay, well, it's very clear to see like how we're going. It must be so strange to be like taking over this organization and also having no knowledge at all, but also getting like, I don't like this weird influx of knowledge and like weird astral para-utilitarian ways. And it must be equally strange for Emily Pope to be like, she's my boss, she also knows nothing, but she's also getting the information she needs somehow, you know what I mean? Like, this situation is bizarre. But it seems like that bizarre is what they're used to at the Federal Bureau of Control. So we're finding out slowly but surely like more details about the hiss and other things that are happening here. I mean, particularly we're starting to inch a little bit closer. I mean, we don't have anything concrete, but inch a little bit closer to maybe how this place was infiltrated. Maybe it was through Director Trench, and in order to stop the worst of it from happening, he, you know, used the gun on himself. Or he sensed that the attack was worsening whatever effect it was having on him. I'm imagining like a a Casey situation, where like the darkness or the hiss is inside of him and he is going to get rid of it somehow. Something like that, maybe, while the hiss infiltration was happening here. And it called her to this in order to help put a stop to it. I'm hearing Ati as well in the background here, so I'm excited to catch up more with Mr. Ati. He seems to be... Well, he's obviously in the know about a lot of stuff, like the oldest house, the spiral doors in particular. He's not one of the directors that was named, but he knows just as much, if not more. So he seems to be maybe an entity that exists in this space, the old house space, like the whatever world this is, alternate or astral. We are also seeing some connections, not a ton, but some, to Alan Wake. And so the most obvious one is the cord, because we know that comes from Thomas Zane's lamp, which is an object that has power, that was used, but I don't know if it is an object of power, an OOP. But we do know that the light switch is an object of power because it can be wielded by Alan and Saga. And that since those things are connected, it does make sense that the cord itself seems to be or hold some sort of power, which is very interesting. The ocean view is the other connection. So the ocean view seems to be like a franchise, because the Ocean View Hotel was where Thomas Zane was, but the Ocean View Motel is where Jesse and the director and the board seems to be able to contact. But they seem connected by the name at the least. So there is that. Things are starting to become even more enticing than they were before. I have even more questions, if that's possible. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me in Control. This was a bit of a long chapter. I hopefully can cut it down a little bit. We had a big battle in it, our first big boss. I'm learning this system a bit as I go, like the health system and then the upgrade system as well. I'll obviously get better as we go, and you guys, I'm sure, will have a lot of comments and tips and tricks for me as always, and I love it. All right, guys, I'll see you next time for our way into the maintenance sector to find that directorial override. As soon as she said, oh, we have to lift the things, I knew that was going to have to do, because we read about it in one of the notes. There is a lot of reading in this game. You guys definitely warned me about that, and I'm ready. I'm gonna have all the drinks every episode. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.